a black male found hanging from a tree in North Carolina. Here it is.
Hey y'all, I would have never thought I had to make this kind of post, but my family desperately needs your help. This is my little cousin, Javion Magee. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He was 21 years old and would have been 22 in a few weeks. He was found hanging from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina yesterday. He drove trucks, so that was his reason for even being out there. The police officers are trying to say that he went to Walmart and purchased a rope and hung himself. We obviously don't believe that, and we are just asking for your help to push his story out there. This isn't covered on any local platforms. No news stations, radio, none of that. So we're trying to push it out there. We really need your help. The police officers in the coroner's office are giving us a hard time, not allowing his mom to identify the body. At one point, they told her she can't identify the body due to COVID. And then the next day, today, they told her the father has to give her permission for that, which he said that he would. She asked if they could send her pictures at least. They told her yes, and then turned around and told her, oh, I don't think that you want to see your son like that.
Well, we're on top of it. We want answers.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Put up the picture for a mass. I'm going to give you the background to the story. At Indisputable, we are different intentionally. It is unfortunate that the investigative prowess is not present, that local media did not do due diligence to just give this family answers. The family of 21-year-old Chicagoland truck driver, Mr. Magee, is seeking answers from authorities after the family said their son was found hanging from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina. However, during a television interview with a reporter from local ABC affiliate WTVD, Vance County Sheriff Curtis Brain said Magee was not found hanging or dangling from a tree, and it wasn't a lynching. Magee was in Henderson, North Carolina, dropping off a load at the local Walmart. This was the Supercenter Walmart on September 10th. According to Candice Matthews, a civil rights activist and state chair of the Texas Democratic Black Caucus, who is now serving for the spokesperson for Mr. Magee's family. Police told Magee's family that he returned to Walmart later that day and bought items from Walmart, including a rope, Matthews said. According to a police report, deputies found Magee outside of a fenced-in area at the base of a tree in a seated position with a rope wrapped around his neck and the other end attached to a tree. The family is questioning the police's account, and they still have unanswered questions. One being, what happened from the time Magee dropped off his load to when he was found miles away, hanging from a tree? The Vance County Sheriff's Department initially told Magee's mother and stepfather that Magee died by unalived. Matthews said, quote, "How can you say that it was suicide? We have not even had autopsy reports. We haven't had a full investigation," Matthews said. Now that all of this is out and we're amplifying the issue, now all of a sudden, the sheriff has put out a statement and isn't saying that it was. Now he's saying, if anyone knows anything, to reach out to Crime Stoppers Hotline. We're not going to play this game, sir, end quote. He added that Magee did not have a history of mental illness, nor did he have a history of criminal activity. Quote, "So what would make this man hang himself?" Matthews said rhetorically. And how he was hung. It was no way that he could have done that himself. The tribe reached out to the Henderson Police Department in North Carolina for more information. The representative explained that the case falls outside of their jurisdiction and will be handled by the Vance County Sheriff's Office, which oversees the area. Henderson, the county seat of Vance County, is located 43 miles north of Raleigh, North Carolina. I agree with the family. There's too much inconsistency in what should have been a simple explanation. And if the answer is we are still investigating, let that be the answer the first, second, and third time you speak to a family member. To come out and conclusively say what something is or is not is traditionally not done by law enforcement, even if they believe 99.9% this is how it happened, they will still wait on other investigators, forensic information, the autopsy to confirm it before making such a bold proclamation of what it is and what it is not, especially when you do have a tree and you do have a rope found wrapped around another human being and that human being happens to be Black. To come out and conclusively say that's what is not provided significant red flags for everybody involved. And now for the sheriff to come out and say, if anybody has any information, please call Crime Stoppers hotline. David, I need this family to get answers. Obviously, this young man was dutiful. He was working, no history of mental health. Family knows him well, no issues with criminal background. So they don't think he was involved in something that they would not be aware of in the criminal world. And this was some kind of retribution. They just need straight answers. What say you?
Well, the key word is family. Every homicide victim, every victim, they are part of a family and their family members grieve. And out of respect for our fellow human beings, it is incumbent, particularly on investigators, if they are not certain, to say, okay, or even if they are certain, but the family is certain it went a different direction, to say, okay, we're going to leave this open for a while. There's no rush. And what you're doing is you're providing time for the family to sort of grieve without rubbing salt in their wounds, without making them feel that there's some sort of less than human family because they don't happen to come from North Carolina or because they don't happen to have the same skin color as the detectives or the investigators. You show the family some respect and you invite the community to help you out. And if at the end of the day, at the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the year, they believe it was then you lay it out and you say, here's why. Maybe then they're still not sure. And then the family doesn't have to accept it if they don't want to. But there's so many more sensitive ways that this could be handled, regardless of the circumstances of somebody's death.
Very well said. I guarantee you this, we are not going to get off of this until there's a remedy. We will be following up.